What is up, guys? Euclid back here with you again, and welcome to my new unboxing of the Halo Legendary Loot Crate. Let's get tactical. Alrighty guys, well, you have to forgive the setup as it's going because I just got my Halo Legendary Loot Crate a little late today, but we're going to be opening the Let's Get Tactical crate now. I had to rush the intro together and everything because I'm working with my good friend Josh and some thumbnails for some other videos, and when I got this I was like, maybe I should just go and make this today, considering it's already super late, so for that I apologize. Let's go ahead and get this open though. So, I've been told this was better than the last one by a few people. Let's go ahead and be the judge of that. Oh man. Tartarus himself. You recognize it by that skull pauldron and everything. And then of course Tartarus's intel drop as well. We'll read that last per our usual. Oh, coffee mug. Let's go and start with the thing we recognize first. And that is the Sergeant Johnson figure. It looks like with Guilty Spark, as I've heard. Unfortunately, the figures usually get spoiled, so that's not a big deal. But everything else is hopefully going to be a pleasant surprise. Let's go ahead and get this thing out. And these mount so. And of course, the inside of it is... the inside of it looks like, if you look at it really closely, it's actually like Voy. When you get to Voy. Not Salvo Highway when you get to Voy and you're going through those different terminals like in the My Halo 3 Let's Play or just Halo 3 in general. So I try to keep these boxes and only have room for them, but here it says, the Covenant are about to have a lot of regrets. The biggest, fighting against Sergeant Major Avery Jr. Johnson, bringing the best motivational speaker in the UNSC and his friend, the monitor of a giant hula hoop, to display shelf. Make sure to collect and connect the other Halo Icons figures to secure a tactical advantage. Yeah, I wouldn't say his friend, though. They're definitely not friends, and he was never a fan of Guilty Spark. Just saying. Just going to throw that one out there. So, put that together. Make it nice and quick. That's a funny little... So I'm digging the ammo box. Little ammo crate there, and the shotgun there. As far as it looks fairly signature. And of course you have Sergeant Johnson just kind of hanging out there, as well as Guilty Spark that he's kind of leaning on, so hopefully we'll have to be able to make it focus, but you get the point there. Pretty cool mount, it's hilarious, it's goofy, and then of course his gigantic hat. So, very caricature-wise, so that's hilarious. Admittingly, the icons are not even close to my favorite part of these boxes. I have to be honest when I say, sorry about that audio quality there. I have to be honest when I say my favorite part is usually the shirts and stuff. Because who doesn't like free shirts? So let's go ahead and start with the shirt. Looks like here. I hear a lot of people have been mistaking this for something else, but we got the Mark of Shame that was given to Phil Vadame before retrieving the title of Arbiter. Arbiter used to be a rank of honor within the Sanhili culture, a very high, notable position, but was given as a rank of disgrace after the betrayal, or should I say more so the righteous uprising of Chavame himself. So, wonderful. A Mark of Shame shirt. Simple, but it looks a little faded. Mark of Shame, but I think that's obviously part of the design and on purpose. I love it. Anything that has to do with Sanhili, I love. So go ahead and fold that, relatively set that to the side. Oh, it's the first time I've gotten a golden pin, and it's a brute shot, damn Gerald honey. I got a golden brute shot pin, so that's pretty cool. Never had a golden pin, so it's nice to have a first for once. Socks, more apparel. Are you serious? That's hilarious. I'm guessing, you see, at first, I want to make the assumption that this is Thelvadam's, like, abdomen and his legs, but that's his feet. That's the feet, I'm pretty sure. This is his armored feet. His, people call them hooves, but his toe pauldrons to his feet. That's hilarious. Odd socks. Yeah, that's right. That's goofy. Sanhili fans make very happy. And now to our poster. Get this out here. For the signature art of it itself, Halo Legendary Crate, Let's Get Tactical, and of course, Sergeant Johnson with Guilty Spark kind of staring in the distance. I had Guilty Spark looking just like that in one of my thumbnails. That's kind of cool. When Spartan holding this, Sergeant Johnson holding a Spartan laser. So, very, very signature. Let me guess, on the back it says... What does it say? What are they giving away? Yeah, a rec pack. Blech. But one Mythic Crate winner will get the Project Triforce Halo Plasma Rifle replica, so that's definitely something to look forward to. Awesome. I do like the poster. That will eventually go up on my wall. I want to get all these little things framed, but that would cost a ton. Whatever we decide to do with it is a future endeavor. I have a lot of posters to get framed. My wall is kind of bare, as you guys could tell. I still can't believe I got the golden pin of the Brute Shot. The Jirahane is one of their main weapons. Now for the coffee cup. Good lord. The socks. The fact that they're Arbiter's feet, I can't get over that. It's hilarious. Winter's on its way out, too, so a weird time to get something like that. But whatever. Never a bad time. What is this? I love tanks, or I love scorpions. And this is obviously a Halo 5 variant. I don't know exactly what variant that is, so forgive me. I'm not a huge fan of the newest titles. I really like 4, but 5. So yeah, I love scorpions. I love tanks. That's hilarious. And who doesn't like another coffee cup? Seems like that's the easiest thing in the kitchen to hoard. So, there you have it, guys. Well, okay, there you guys have it. That's pretty much everything in it, but I did neglect to go ahead and open the Intel drop. So let's go ahead and see what's in that and see if it's anything worthwhile. Something new and interesting, hopefully. Okay. Oh, look at this. From Truth and Reconciliation is my assumption. Okay. It says here, rank full name. Avery Junior Johnson, rank Sergeant Major. Ah, okay. So Avery Johnson is an AJ, duh. Service number, height, weight, date of birth. There's date of birth, classification, eye color, hair color, and then, of course, date of birth is classified. Subject suffers from an acute case of Bourne syndrome, a rare neurological disease publicly attributed to overexposure to Covenant munitions, though his specific condition is directly connected to biochemical therapy undergone within the Orion Project of 2491. Which is very interesting, and if you guys don't know about the Orion Project within the Halo universe, I recommend you look it up. It's a really good piece of lore. Okay. Continued correspondence. Detective. This asset was retrieved from the helmet camera of Petty Officer 2nd Class Sheila Pulaski, one of the only survivors of the events on Alpha Halo. Tragically, she died defending the Covenant ship pictured in the asset. This vessel, Ascendant Justice, was captured by the survivors when they attempted to escape the Sol system and return back to human-occupied space. Spoiler for those that haven't read the books. Sergeant Avery Johnson, the subject of your query, was present during this raid, as confirmed in the asset. His interaction with the AI Cortana during this time is uncertain. Nevertheless, the Office of Naval Intelligence did feel it necessary to secure this file for their records. Given other data from Oni's records, Johnson's response here should be considered suspect. His relationship with Spartan 117 would likely impede his judgment in providing an accurate assessment of Cortana's functional integrity. Peleg. So, there you go. Of course, Oni. Damn Oni spooks. So, it says here, UNSC priority transmission. Encryption code Umber. Public key, not accessible. From Peleg, signals, to Apollo SDM. Subject, Clayton transmission B12. Classification, eyes only, top secret, naturally. You again. I take it the data I gave you last time didn't prove as conclusive as you would have preferred. This one will likely be no different. You've requested the file, Clayton Transmission B12, from Infinity's Signals Archive. This file was transferred from OWP 142 hours prior to the Covenant's invasion of Earth. Excuse me. When Blue Team returned from First Strike, and there's a lot of references here to books and stuff, they were debriefed by Dr. Veronica Clayton, an internal investigator employed by Captain Damian Hogarth of Naval Intelligence. Hogarth worked closely with Colonel James Ackerson before his death and received approval from the Security Council to conduct full psyche evaluations on the returning Spartan 2s to ensure the stability of the program. For reasons not defined, excuse me, sorry, I got a cold, Sergeant Major Avery Johnson was included in these sessions. You already know this, however, given your request. Although she claimed they were largely unsuccessful due to obfuscation and interference by Fleet Admiral Terrence Hood and his staff, her evaluations made it back down to B5D in Sydney. Obfuscation and interference by Fleet. Yeah, Hood had a problem with it, naturally. Fucking Oni. The Doctor's transport, however, did not. Her taxi ended up getting crushed in the grind that was the Covenant's first orbital wave. After Hogarth was terminated, his files were released in Fleet Security. The clearance Captain Lasky gave you in accordance to Article 76.0.2 of the UNSC Emergency Communication Measures is just barely enough to grant you access. Caution, Detective. If you continue to dig into secrets kept behind locked doors, you may not like what you find in the end. I love these. October 19th. Oh, yeah. October 19th, 2552, 2351-23-57. Cairo Station, Clayton. After the team acquired the Covenant asset, what did you say its name was? Ascendant Justice? I didn't say, man. Of course, that's Johnson and Clayton talking. Other reports indicate that Sierra 117, the Master Chief, exposed the UNSCAR Cortana to be hostile intelligence on that ship. Is that correct? That she interacted with a Covenant AI? Johnson. Wouldn't know. I was too busy killing the flesh and blood aliens to keep track of what the Chief was doing. Clayton. I suggest you stick to the facts, Sergeant. We have helmets, feeds of the entire operation. Great. Then we're done here. Clayton. Not by a long shot. Sit down. I need to know about the Spartans' operability. We're evaluating risk connected to them. Risk? With the Spartans? Ha! You may want to check your sources, man. The only risk is that we don't have enough of them. You're Oni, right? Can't you folks crank out some more? Clayton. Sergeant, this is not a joking matter. There's a serious possibility that Cortana was exposed to a malicious AI and suffered personality matrix trauma from it. Smart AIs are expensive material. This one is worth more than the entire orbital defense platform you're sitting in right now. Johnson. She's not a cheap lady. I can appreciate that. Clayton. Were there any problems with Cortana after she interacted with the Covenant flagship system, Sergeant? I love how much of a smartass he is, man. That's why I miss him so much. Johnson. Don't know, man. You should talk to the Chief. She spent most of the time in his armor. Be careful, though. He's a chatty fellow. What? The Master Chief. He's a talker. Clayton. Sergeant Major, I get that you don't want to be answering these questions, but if you were more cooperative, this experience would be more significantly enjoyable for the both of us. Johnson. Are you trying to flirt with me, man? Naturally. Ladies' man knows what the lady likes. He knows what the ladies like. I love it. Alright, so there you guys have it. That was the Intel drop, and I will go ahead and wrap that up in here and present it to you post-haste. So, there you guys have it. Intel drop as well. Gonna sneak it back there. And of course, the figure. So this is pretty much what you guys all get. You get the box that is decorative and in Tartarus, chieftain of the brutes and commander of the Covenant forces, especially after the Great Schism, up until his untimely death, the douchebag. And then, of course, you get Velvedom's Arbiter armor, feet. his feet. Socks. And on top of that, it would make sense if it was his, like, middle abdomen piece and his legs. So his feet, armor. You get a pin, which is a brute shot. I was lucky enough to get a gold pin. Thank you, Loot Crate. The delivery was late, but that's not their fault. I moved and neglected to change my ordering information. Naturally, you get the Sergeant Johnson figure as well. And then you also get this, I love Scorpion tanks, or I love tanks. Which I do love tanks. I play World of Tanks. Hell, this is just going to go great with my other ones, especially my low coffee cup. The Mark of Shame t-shirt, which a lot of people don't know what this is. Learn what this is, because this is a big thing. I've got a friend that has this tattooed on his arm. That's awesome. And then, of course, Intel drop, which wasn't bad, but the malicious infection. Cortana has literally gotten, for lack of any intelligent communication whatsoever, she has gotten infected potentially by everything as far as the logic play goes, and then potentially, you know, all these other problems with interacting with these other AI, especially the Covenant one. So, guys, and then as well as the poster. I liked this one, and honestly, I feel that it was better than the last one, which I didn't do a video on because it was way late. It was during moving, and there was really a lot going on. It was a very exhausting point in my life. Not in a bad way, just that we had to get a lot of stuff done. New life, new career, And I've already quit my first job for when I moved up here. I've actually got a better job as a field technician. So that should be interesting as long as I get through the initial training. So guys, this is the Halo Legendary Loot Crate. Let's get tactical. Hopefully one of you or two of you guys watching was lucky enough to get the golden pen. I'm glad I finally got one. That's really cool to see. It's just painted different. No big deal. But it's cool. It's nice to feel kind of special about it. Coffee cup, t-shirt, a cool poster, and some socks. I have no complaints. And the intel wasn't bad too. So I hope you guys like this unboxing of the Legendary Loot Crate. Let's get tactical. I am Euclid, and I will see all of you guys in the next video.